Hey YouTube, this is Hella Bella. I am just going to do a live recording of me listing some books that I found today. So also I was going to want to talk about the pros and cons of going on a sourcing trip and what I've found thus far as hassles go and being able to source inventory at different places. So just kind of diving into that. I have went out and thrifted today, and I did it yesterday too, and today I finally located the UPS drop-off point in this town, and so the shipping is usually for me around $12, and from here it was $18, so that was kind of annoying. Not a lot of money, but still, I mean, every little thing cuts into your profits, and I expect to be shipping out at least 2 more boxes before I leave here. So I've been going to some thrift stores in Hagerstown, Maryland, and Greencastle, Pennsylvania. Tomorrow I think I'm going to check out Chambersburg, and I think Frederick, Maryland is another place. So mostly I've had good luck at Goodwill's for books. I found a bunch of textbooks. And I also found a Salvation Army today, and they had fill a bag of books for $3, so I made out pretty good on that too. But yeah, it was just kind of annoying because I had to follow the GPS all day long, and I felt like I was a tourist trying to do my job. It was sort of, you know, a hassle. Another thing about thrifting is, like, it depends on whether or not you drive or you fly. So like with me, I flew, and I had to bring all my stuff in my suitcase, so that meant my scale, my scanner, my labels. Thankfully my aunt had a printer, so I was able to use that here. I had to bring my packaging tape. I had to go to Walmart yesterday and buy boxes because I didn't know where to get boxes here. I mean, they're just $1.04, so that's not a big deal, but I also have to, bring my computer and all that jazz. So, I mean, it's easy to forget something too. So I'm glad I didn't forget anything. And also just working in an unfamiliar workspace. Like, I have my setup at my aunt's kitchen table, and it's pretty clear, but I've got books scattered all over the table and inventory and stuff. So, hopefully I'll have it all picked up by the time they get back. Hopefully I'll have all this stuff shipped out tomorrow. But I sent out my first, I guess it was 48 pounds, I think. So some people were asking me if I could make a video of how to make a shipment from start to finish. I will tell you there are already tons of those on YouTube, so you may have to do a little research on that, but yeah, they're out there. And there's also some articles that can tell you step by step, so you can read the steps and work through them. The main thing is that everybody does it a little different. For me, I have a laundry basket next to me, and I just list and put everything in the basket, and once the basket gets close to 50 pounds, I will send that in. Some people said, or they pointed out, that it'd be more advantageous to ship it in, I guess, pallets or something. I don't know, but I don't ever have that much merchandise at one time. It's actually kind of a mini achievement for me to get a 50-pound box out, so I would like to stick to the way that I do it. So but yeah, thrifting in a new town is sort of annoying. It's exciting because you don't know, like, how the store is laid out, or what's going to be in there, what are their prices going to be like, how are their employees going to be. So in that aspect it's kind of cool, but I mean, on the other side of it, it's just like, oh, it's so annoying, because I mean, all day long I've just been running around feeling like I didn't know what I was doing or where I was going. I mean, I know it's not that big of a deal, but like, you just get comfortable thrifting your thrift stores, and you know all the weird places to park. I mean, thrift stores are pretty weird in general, like, just a weird concept. Here's my mom calling. I guess I'm gonna have to hold off on that. So my mom just made it to Hawaii, so she is traveling to Italy. So she is on her way. Let's see. So yeah, I'm just sitting here with my scanner and listing a couple books. These books aren't any super high dollar books, but I got them at a fill bag, so even if I just make $3 or $4 a piece on them, still be pretty good. Let's see. Just checking the condition of the books. Yeah, and I've still been killing it with merch, uploading 10 designs a day, so definitely can't say that I've been slacking there. Like I said, eventually I would really like to get an employee to do this part for me. It's kind of a growing pain to train someone, but at the same time I feel like it's definitely worth it for your own mental health anyways. Let's see. I don't know if I would pay them by hour or by shipment. Depends on how fast they were, I guess. The main thing is teaching them how you price, and for me, there's no clear-cut way to tell them how I do it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. A lot of these are books that are not going to sell right now. It's going to be one of those sit on it for a couple months, or not months, but weeks. The rank is just simply not good enough. But I have enjoyed being away from home. There's something that makes me appreciate home when I leave. Also, just like being able to get into a routine and, you know, kind of figuring out what I'm doing wrong at home as far as bad habits and trying to correct that while I'm not there. Especially with the with my eating, I went to the grocery store and got all super healthy groceries and been sticking to counting calories for a little while now. I've lost like 50 pounds in the past and gained some back, and so now I'm just trying to lose like 15 more. But it's so slow. The last few pounds are so slow. So, but I am doing pretty good with that. Used. Very good. Yeah, sorry if this video is not super entertaining. I mean, as far as thrifting in another area, I have gone thrifting in Nashville, and I felt a lot more comfortable going thrifting there, and I don't know if that's because it was still considered a southern place, or I felt like I was at home. You know, Nashville's only 2 hours away, so I guess thrifting here has pushed me a little bit outside of my little comfort bubble of the South, of which I love, because people here are just not, I'm not going to say they're rude, but they're not as nice as they are in Alabama, you know. I guess that's all, you know, just depends on how you perceive it. I don't think that I set my car alarm off in the parking lot yesterday, and it's not my car, and so I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was just trying so hard to get it to go off, and someone screamed at me, like, they were like, turn your car alarm off, and I'm like, what do you think that I'm trying to do? I don't want this to be happening either. Like, it's equally annoying and frustrating for me too, but you yelling at me while I try to figure out is not happening. So, like, in Alabama, no one would ever do that. That's considered, like, so rude. So I guess it's just some differences. But the area that my aunt lives in is super nice. It was just the area that the thrift store is in is not so nice. So, kind of have to deal with that. Let's see, calculate and submit. But I think tomorrow I'm gonna have to map out a better route. Maybe I'll go to Frederick tomorrow. We stopped and ate there when I was dropping them off at the airport, and there's a massive, like, outlet mall. So I'm thinking there's probably some other thrift stores there too, because there's retail stores. And I may just hit a few thrift stores and then reward myself with a little shopping trip. I don't really shop much when I shop, but it's kind of nice to just walk around and look at retail stores sometimes. It's sort of a comforting thing. Why in the heck is that so cheap? I swear, sometimes you get a dud in the store and it'll scan in for more than it is actually worth. So I'm listing under this one because this one costs more. What's the sales rank on this? Oh, not super great, but I'll list it $9.99. Used good. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of podcasts for the last couple of days. I watched somebody who had built a Fiverr consulting business. I think the YouTube channel is Nick Nerov, Nerov. Really good channel. I wish he would post more stuff. I think he has his own website though. So the channel has like people who are successful in what they do. And I actually found him he had interviewed someone who had made like $50,000 or more doing merch by Amazon. And so I started looking at his other interviews, and they're really, really good. So check that out if you get time to check it out. I like to have something like this playing whenever I'm listing, or if I'm designing shirts. I can usually have something in the background and that it's not too distracting. Right now, I always listen to Bill Burr every week, so I don't know how constructive that is, but it just makes me feel good that another human being is that frustrated, because sometimes I just want to stick my face into a pillow and scream. But yeah, in general, I'm in good spirits. But yeah, just kind of thrifting a new town has made me feel completely depleted. Just kind of I didn't lose anything. I don't know why I'm being so dramatic about it. I just felt like I wasn't as successful as I should have been, but that's because I don't really know the area right now. And so getting around is this huge hassle. But I'm going to make another route for tomorrow, and I'm going to get back to it. So this is my second day in the trenches, I guess you would say, and I don't know, it's not terrible. I can hit up about 4 thrift stores before I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go. And I know that's bad because I used to be able to hit like 10 a day. But I will usually pack some food in the car with me and just kind of snack as I'm driving or something. Those freaking blueberry biscuits, I can't remember who makes Nature Valley or somewhere. That's become my shit. Those things are so good. And I had some Chipotle cheddar cheese or something like that I got from the grocery store. So yeah, it's just a real exciting life, guys. It's really something. But I've got about half of this stuff listed now, so I think I'm gonna finish this up in the next 30 minutes or so, and then maybe I tried to watch Supernatural, and I just don't like it. I don't know. I'm trying to find a new Netflix show, so if you have any recommendations, I don't care if it's old. I tried to watch Blue Bloods, and it was awful. I mean, it wasn't awful, but it was really cheesy and really predictable. I really love Scandal, and I really love Grey's Anatomy. So if you can work with that, also Dexter, and yeah, those are good ones. It's good stuff. So yeah, that'll be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching.